Namaste, dear friends. The topic for today is fasting good for health? Paramhansa Yogananda ji said that judicious fasting under the guidance of a specialist can cure many diseases. Fasting can be partial or complete. Partial fasting would mean either you eliminate a particular food item from your diet, or you restrict your diet to a few food items. Or thirdly, you restrict the quantity of food that you have in each meal, or else limiting the number of meals that you have in a day. Complete fasting would be a stricter version. It should be undertaken only by mentally strong people and should be done with the guidance of a specialist. Complete fasting, Yogananda ji said, should be accompanied by taking oxygen and pranayam diets and with energization exercises. Fasting, dear friends, is good for us in at least three ways: for the body, for the mind, and for the soul. So let us first discuss the physical benefits, that is, the benefits to our body. We all know that a part of the energy of the body is always busy in digesting and assimilating food. So when we fast, we free that energy, and that energy can be can be used for repair and rejuvenation. Secondly, intermittent fasting normalizes the level of the hunger hormone in our body. It's called ghrelin. When that normalizes, then our spikes of feeling hungry also settle down. Fasting also increases the growth hormone in our body. And it's interesting what this increased growth hormone does. It increases fat burning and it improves muscle gain. That means a better shape to the body. Fourthly, fasting improves the sensitivity of the body cells to insulin. It decreases insulin resistance. That means indirectly it reduces the risk of developing diabetes mellitus type 2. It also reduces the risk to heart diseases because the contributory factors like high blood pressure, abnormal triglycerides, abnormal inflammatory markers, all those are reduced by intermittent fasting. When we fast sometimes, the body goes into a cellular waste removal process. It removes the oxygen-free radicals. So that means once the oxidative stress on the body is reduced, then indirectly you can actually increase your lifespan. These benefits are just amazing, and they should inspire you enough to try at least once to do partial intermittent fasting. Let us come to the mental benefits. It has been discovered that fasting has a neuroplastic or a neurotrophic effects. That means it releases certain chemicals in the brain which causes the number of neurons or the size of neurons to increase, and it strengthens the synapses in between the neurons. That means the functioning of the brain improves. Another mental benefit that fasting gives us is the development of the quality of self-control. Once we have self-control, then our life is happier and easier. If a self-controlled person does not get a particular meal at the appropriate time on a particular day, then he doesn't crib and complain. He says, all right, I know nothing is going to happen to me. It is okay to miss a meal. And not only in the area of food and eating, but once you develop self-control, you know life can be much better in all areas of existence. Coming to the benefits to the soul. Yogananda ji said that the soul is independent of food, and the body must express this freedom of the soul. So intermittent fasting will loosen the bondage of the soul to the body. It will help you to realize the freedom that you can exist without food. And Yogananda ji said that you can affirm that good food, no food, or any kind of food is the same to me, because the body emanates from the soul and the soul is unconditioned. And therefore, I am above food and decay and death. There is another kind of fasting that Yogananda ji prescribed, and it's called the mental fasting. If you have the habit of being anxious, irritable, sad, fearful, angry all the time, or even sometimes, then you should try mental fasting. Try staying away from worrying thoughts, from restlessness, from fearful thoughts for, let's say, 2 hours, or maybe half a day, or maybe a whole day. And how about a whole week? And you will observe that it is an amazing change in the health of your body and mind. To add to this, I can say in today's world, we can do some gadget fasting. So, for some time in a day, or maybe a few days or a half a day at least, we can keep our mobiles, our laptops, our gaming equipments, in fact, all kinds of mechanics away and fast. Fast to freedom. Feel free in your own self. Discover your own self. Wishing you all good health and happiness. Keep smiling, keep shining. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.